Hi, I'm Jill Fraser. I've been a miniaturist for over 30 years, and I started this YouTube channel to share my work with you and to show you some of the things that I do and how I do them, and to show you how I meet some of the challenges that I find in my workshop from day to day. So I hope you enjoy this video.
So the biggest challenge today in creating Jill's diary entry is that Jill has lost her voice. She's got a terrible, terrible cold. So is her mum, but Dulcie's just a bit more recovered than Jill. So I think a few more days, so you might get me tomorrow as well. But anyway, I'm instructed to not sound too pleased about that. She's got no voice, but she's certainly not down and out, and she's been working on the cottage, which I'm now going to show you. As always, all her work has a theme, usually a decade, and that's exactly what this is. And it's actually set around our first years of marriage when I was big into hi-fi, so I had a nice hi-fi player and just lovely furnishings. I always had like nice colourful furnishings. So the Lavender Cottage now is looking pretty well finished. A bit of paint to touch up there, but main in a drawer. I mentioned that to Jill before. We've lost a drawer, but miniature things. Maybe the borrowers have got it, but we'll get it back. And then down here to the kitchen. So not very long now to go before this will be totally finished. And you can see the nice, what would I call it? Tops. The nice tops on the counters in the kitchen, which look lovely, like almost like marble. And that's been created by using something simple as black nail polish. That's given that lovely, shiny, finished look. So that's Lavender Cottage. Pretty well there. Now we're going to pop around and see what Jill has been working on today in her voiceless mode. But on the way, I'll show you a few other things that you may not have seen in previous videos. So as I said, on my way round to find Jill and the kitchen appliances she's working on, I thought I'd just show you a couple of the other items that she's put together over the years. This is a little room box with different themes. She's very fond of Art Deco, Art Nouveau, as you know, so this little box here has some lovely pieces in it that she's made. All of these she's made herself. And then down underneath, because we've got to stack everything up in this studio, there's so much to store in here, is Pierre's garden art. And you can see Pierre working away there now on his next piece, supervised by his daughter. So he's been quite busy making garden teddy bears and bits and pieces like that. And the cups that you see down here below are cups from a Christmas project that Jill made at the Lower Hutt Miniature Club that she belongs to. And this here is her Arts Movement House. So some of the things you've seen in her magazine, the pieces that she's shown as projects, have been created specifically for this house. And some of these are actually available on her website, some of these bits and pieces. So some good projects on the website if you want to take the time to go and have a look at them. Now let's go and see what Jill is doing today. You've just heard a cough in the background, I think. Now here she is, battling away, sore throat, sniffles, coughs, but you know what miniatures are like, they never give up, miniaturists. So here we are with today's output. A lovely little electric kettle made from pen bits. Aren't those pen bits handy? And a little bit of thread for the electric cord, and the bit I like, the button on the top for the lid. And what I really like is this lovely little 3-point plug down here. In the North America, of course, there'd be a different shape to that, but that's the European, no, it's not European, that's the English, New Zealand, Australia type plug. So, and then the other thing that she's made is a little blender, a little food mixer over here, also using pen parts. And it's even got the little blade to chop up the veggies or fruit or whatever you put in the blender. So that's a nice little item as well. And then the next items that she's going to be working on are a fondue set and a toaster, all of which are designed together with these things I've shown you today, all of which are designed to go into Lavender Cottage. Just while I've got the camera here, I think it's quite nice to just to show you nothing Jill does is ever done without a plan in mind. So you can see the quite detailed designing and drafting that she puts into the work before she makes it. And it reminds me of the man who built our very first house for us. His name was Ian, and he's the little Mac character that you see in her magazine based on Ian. And Ian was a very old builder. I was in his 60s when he built our house, late 60s. And he always used to say, measure twice and cut once. And I think that's what's made Jill do things this way, rather than starting out and then thinking, oops, I should have done that differently. But I really love these little PowerPoints. I think they've come out really, really well. So anyway, let's go around now and see what she's doing in setting up the breakfast room for a Sunday morning breakfast in Lavender Cottage. And there's Jill now. We're fitting those little appliances she made into Lavender Cottage. So that's the electric kettle now in place on the bench. Ready to make a cup of tea or coffee on a Sunday morning. And for the health conscious miniature personas, there's a little blender for their orange or vegetable juice. So put the kitchen table back and we have Sunday breakfast ready to go. Even the Sunday Star Times, my local rag. I'm often guilty of writing letters to the Sunday Star Times. Not always do they publish them, strangely. I'm not sure why that is, but I keep trying. So there we are, Lavender Cottage. Would you like to see a sick Jill to close?
I'd just like to finish with a quick reminder for those of you who haven't looked at the channel membership yet. It does give you full access to my digital magazine and all the back issues and any other little extras that I throw your way. So please have a look.